Hey, ladies, it's episode 52 of the Health, Life, and More for Women podcast. I have a really fun one today. We are talking about gratitude, but I'm taking a little bit of a spin on it. I cannot wait to get started. But before we do that, I want to let you guys know that this episode is sponsored by Veggies Made Great. I know you guys have heard me tell you about these products, and if you follow me on social media, you literally see me eating them all the time. Whether it's their muffins, their veggie cakes, or their frittatas, I love them. I love them because the first ingredient is veggies. I know so many mamas out there who are always trying to find a way. I know I was that mama when my kids were little, like, get more veggies in. I wish I had had these, and I'm so glad you have them. I will be honest, I've tried to pick my favorite muffin, and I can't decide between the double chocolate muffins, the blueberry oat, or the banana chocolate chip. I love them all. I am definitely in love with these spinach egg white frittatas, though. Those are top notch, and I cannot get enough of them, especially when I need something quick and easy because I've got a really busy coaching schedule. You guys can find Veggies Made Great products at Costco, Target, ShopRite, Stop & Shop, Kroger, Meijer, Publix, and King Scoopers. Listen, wherever you are, you need these in your life. Head to the show notes, click on Veggies Made Great, use their search bar, and find the closest location to you. All right, let's dive into the episode.
Welcome to the Health, Life, and More for Women podcast with certified life coach, mama of four, and just all-around lover of all things 80s, your host, Jennifer D'Amato. Buckle in. Let's get started.
All right, if you have been a podcast listener since the beginning, you're probably like, Jen, you've talked about gratitude before. So episode 9, y'all, episode 9 feels like a lifetime ago. Episode 9, I did talk about gratitude. It was called an exercise in gratitude. Now, I will tell you, episode 9 is under my original podcast name. You know, if you don't know that whole story and what happened there, there's actually a bonus episode before episode 11 that tells you all about it. But in episode 9, I talk about gratitude and the daily practice. I actually just sat and re-listened to the episode, and I'm just going to say it. It's kind of amazing. I was like, wow, this is still true today. I recorded that around that November, Thanksgiving, fall time was that episode. And yet it's true when I'm talking about gratitude anytime. It is one of my favorite topics. That episode focused on daily gratitude, and I actually shared how I use my daily gratitude as a reflection as well. It really helps me have clarity on what's important to me. So over the course of a year, going back and looking at my daily writings on gratitude shows me this is what I want to focus on in the next year. And I know I talked about family dinners, date nights with my husband, like those two things were at the top of the list all the time. And still ring true because it became a focus. So if you haven't had a chance to listen to episode 9, because maybe you just started listening to the podcast recently, I highly encourage you, head back to episode 9. It's so good. All right, I'd say that about every episode, but I digress. I actually want to take a different spin on gratitude here. I really believe that there's so much power in gratitude, as I explained in my daily practice, what it has done for me. But there's power when we take that gratitude outside of ourselves, when we extend gratitude to others. I just talked about last week in episode 51 about appreciation being a great motivator. This goes hand in hand. So I want you to take your gratitude, right? That place that like gratitude fills my soul, it, gets my mindset right. It makes me feel good. Like I just overall feel really great, right? Like I'm grateful. I feel great. It helps my focus. It shifts my attitude, like all those wonderful things. But then you kind of take that. I picture like this ball, right? You're holding that gratitude and it's in your heart. But if you take that and now you take that ball of wonderfulness and you hand it to someone else. Like, think about that feeling, like this ball, like I picture it glowing, like this golden glowing ball, and it has warmth to it, and it just gives you that sense of just peace and comfort. And I don't know, you smile looking at it while just hold it in your hand. And then imagine you take that warm, golden light ball here and you just hand it to someone else to hold. Like that picture, I get excited. I get excited at the idea of filling someone else with gratitude. So that's where we're taking this today. This is going to be a challenge. And I'm asking anyone listening, whether this is your first podcast episode or you have been here for all 52 plus the 2 bonuses, I mean, all of it. Here is my challenge. I want you to take that ball, that golden, beautiful, warm, light ball of gratitude and start extending it. The challenge is every day for the next week is to show gratitude and appreciation for at least one person in your life. Now, you may think it, right? It actually may be one of the ones you write down, like, oh, I'm grateful for my supportive husband. I'm grateful for, my best friend always listening, maybe that's part of it. But I want you to take that gratitude piece and share it with them. Yeah, like say the words. Now, this may mean you got to pick up the phone old school style. Y'all, I'm holding my fingers, the thumb and the pinky up like a phone. Yeah, I'm not holding it like a cell phone. You're going to call them. You're going to get on the phone and say the words. Express the gratitude. Now, you may be fortunate that you see this person. Maybe it is your spouse. Maybe it's your business partner. Maybe it's one of your kids. And you get to actually say out loud, face to face. Oh, isn't that the best? Face to face. You get to tell them what you're grateful for about them. Ooh, I get excited. I am not limiting it to one for myself because I know what this does, but the challenge is one person every day for an entire week. That's 7 days. You find someone to express gratitude. If you can do it face to face, awesome. If you have to do it over the phone, no texting here. No. We are going to call someone. I know they're probably going to be freaked out like somebody's died and they're worried and oh my gosh, why are you calling me? Don't worry. Walk them through it and express the gratitude. Now, if you want to take that a step further, get on video call. Maybe you have FaceTime. Maybe you need to do messenger video. Get on a face call. A face call? I'm just, whatever, you know what I'm talking about. Face to face, expressing gratitude. Now, here's the thing. Be specific. Be as specific as you can when you share this. Like, it's great to say, I'm really grateful for you. I'm really grateful for your friendship. I'm really grateful you're my husband. But what if you took it that step further and you were specific in what you were grateful for? Right? Because when you write those things that you're grateful for every day, down in your journal, down in your notes, wherever you put those, and you're mindful of them, you're probably specific. There's something that happened. There's something specific about that person, about that thing that happened. So I want you to be specific in your gratitude. Now, there's a reason I'm calling this a challenge, because it might make you feel really uncomfortable at first. You might feel like this is awkward. I would never just call up my best friend and say, hey, I'm really grateful that you care about me, that you show up for my life, that you listen when I go on and on and on and on. Julie, I'm talking to you. She knows I'll call her and tell her I'm grateful for her. But why not say it on the podcast too? Y'all, if you missed episode 50, where my best friend came on the podcast and we talked, that is definitely a go back and listen to. If it's easier for you to sit down right now and make the list, and you're like, I can handle one each day, 7 people. And maybe you next to their name, you write, what is it you are grateful for? And then you go into action and you make those calls or you get together for coffee. I'd even say, okay, you could probably do a Marco Polo if you don't use that app and send video messages. What are you even doing with your life? I'd still say that's face to face if you can. It is your face sending the message. Maybe not the ideal, but it's definitely better than sending that text, which we're not going to do. We're not going to do. What we are going to do with this challenge is see the power of gratitude. Listen, it's going to fill their cup. It's going to be maybe even shocking because I actually believe people don't hear gratitude enough, especially specific gratitude, that they almost have like the initial reaction to reject it. It just feels so awkward. But you're going to see something amazing happen for the person, maybe after that initial awkwardness, but you're also going to see something amazing happen to you when you extend the gratitude. This is going to be the best challenge. It doesn't have to be November. It doesn't have to be sitting around a Thanksgiving table to be grateful. We can do it all the time, and it doesn't have to be something that we keep to ourselves. Okay, so here's the challenge. 7 days. With at least 7 people. Y'all, if you want to take it a step further, double that up, do whatever, go for it. It's expressing specific gratitude over the phone, in person, face to face, no text. I mean, cards are great. You can ask my friends. I send personal cards, but this challenge, this is a verbal sharing of how grateful you are for that person, for that thing they did, for who they are, for how they show up for you. This is the best challenge I believe you've had all year. Are you ready for it? All right, one last thing. If you are willing to share what this has done for you, the gratitude that you have given and what this has done for the people in your life, share it on Instagram. Tag the podcast, Health, Life, and More for Women. Let us know what this is doing in your world. I want to celebrate with you. I actually want to share my gratitude for you taking this challenge on. All right, ladies, this is it. This is the challenge. Are you ready for it? I know you are. I know you are. Let's go. Let's spread gratitude out like wildfire right now, this week. I'm ready. All right, until next week, ladies, let's be grateful.